Hey guys, want to do a quick video about sharpening. Well, not really sharpening, but honing and stropping. One of the big mistakes I see people making is people using sharpening stones on a knife that's already sharp. And the end result being the knife actually dulls. And part of this is that if you go on YouTube and you look up how to properly sharpen a knife, 9 times out of 10 the videos show you what to do with wet stones, kind of starting out, moving up in the grits, and yada yada yada. So what ends up happening is people who don't have, wet stones up into the thousands, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, tend to just use that multi-grit one they have laying around, which is usually like 150 grit and 300 grit, which is nowhere near where we need to be when it comes to sharpening. In fact, for your average knife out of the box, that's actually going to dull it. So one of the big things I kind of tell people is to make sure you're doing the right thing when it comes to your blade. Now, the only time a sharpening stone under 1,000 grit should be touching your stone is when you need to kind of redo the edge. Now, in this case, we're going to take a look at this old Gerber I have, because let's face it, it's really soft, cheap steel, and it's going to be easy to work with on camera. And what we have here is a little handmade strop that I made. It looks like a 4-year-old boy loaded the compound on there because I just didn't do a very good job with it. But you know what? It's still going to make this knife absolutely razor sharp. So, big thing is, look at your edge. If there's no nicks, there's no imperfections, and the edges are beveled correctly, you do not need to sharpen. You need to hone, and you need to strop. End of story. Don't even think about it unless you have stones above 1,000 grit. Don't even think about it. So, just to kind of demonstrate, we're going to show you. This has been touched up on one of those combination stones just to get the edge beveled correctly. Make sure we're on. And it does cut. It leaves kind of a ragged cut, but it's there. Nothing amazing. It will not. You can see I'm missing a whole bunch of hair from sharpening stuff. Not hair. Well, it took off like one hair, but mostly you can see is it's actually just exfoliating my skin more than anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this thing laser sharp in like 3 minutes without sharpening. And you can do this real simply. First step, get yourself a cheap sharpening steel. You can get these from thrift stores are great places to get one. You can get the old ones that are actually really good quality for like nothing. You can buy the cheap Walmart ones. This is a Walmart one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's all about consistent angle and blah 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 blah, all this skill and practice. Nope. I'm telling you, just having the right equipment and doing the right thing makes a world of work. Even having a poorly loaded strop will not matter. I lost track. So now what the steel does is realigns the edge. It realigns the steel so that the edge is nice and straight. Because we already have the edge beveled. It's already been done with the multi-grit stone. So we're right where we need to be there. So I think that should be enough. We're going to take a look at the edge. Okay. One of the tests I always do is to see how get this up closer, is to see how a knife blade catches your fingernail, and that'll often tell you everything you need to know about how sharp a knife is. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to take this strop, move it to the end, and just reframe this here. Okay, and we're just going to, you always pull away. I'm just using a little more than the weight of the blade. Make sure we get the tip as well. Try not to scratch it like I did. I'm not a pro at this. Absolutely not. I'm very impatient. I'm very whimsical about like what I do and how I do it. I'm cheap. And I hate the snobbery involved. So we've been doing this that close to the edge because we're hitting the handle. This of course helps if you mount this to a piece of wood. It'd be way easier for you. But this isn't about this. This is about doing this just cheap, quick, and simple. So we're gonna try and make sure we get the edge. Well, nice. Oh, I think we're getting better. A little more it needs. Because this isn't perfectly loaded, there's definitely some spots where I can feel where it hasn't done it perfectly. So what we're going to do is just kind of move it around on the strop, get everything. And this is to show you guys, this is going to show you how easy this is, doing it like an amateur. How easy and simple, and this is already probably well beyond hair shaving sharp, so. Okay, let's take another feel. Okay, I like that. Still not where we need to be. We're just going to alternate here. Flip this around. This could probably use some more compound. I think I was a little stingy, to be honest. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're going to kind of try and find a nice clean side here. And just kind of give this a little bit of a strop on the cardboard. The understanding that cardboard is almost like a 10,000 grit stone. I know you're thinking, oh my god, how can that be sharpening it? But what you're doing is you're giving it a very light final hone. So let's see. Okay, one of the tests I use, what you're going to see is grab a wet or a damp paper towel and see if your knife slices it. If your knife slices it, see, this is not where we need to be, but it does slice a little bit. Let's take a look at the paper. Oop. Running out of. I have the worst time doing this behind the camera, guys. I am absolutely terrible behind the camera, so we're gonna see. Look at that. Just literally, it's not perfect, guys. It is not perfect at all. But I just wanted to show you, with a cheap strop, an improperly done strop, you can bring a knife from not shaving hair to shaving hair in literally a couple of seconds. If you have a strop done properly, if you have a better steel, way more efficient, you'll get it done way quicker. But just wanted to show you, simple, easy. Or even an old piece of crap Gerber like that with really soft steel, you can bring them to shaving sharp really quick. Just lay off those sharpening stones and go. Well, I'm going to try and load this strop up a little better with compound, even it out a little bit. Definitely needs it. I was just kind of doing it to do some kitchen knives, so I didn't really need it to be perfect. So, but I figured since I had it out, I would drag that out and make a video for you guys. And let's see, I think we got a piece of cardboard here. We'll take a look, see how we cut. See, we're not that sharp still. Just kind of disappointing, but you get the point. You definitely get the point.